Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Watch from the MW Technology channel on YouTube, and as you can see over here, I have a pretty big package delivered today. And as we take off the bubble wrap from the outer packaging, you can see that we have two 27-inch LED monitors. The model name for these products is the QH270 IPS-B displays. They're assembled by a Korean company known as ACHIEVA Shimian, and I bought them off of eBay. I'll give you a link in terms of where you can get these monitors. But the real amazing thing about these two monitors is just the value for what you actually get. Now basically what these monitors are Apple Cinema displays. That means they have a native resolution of 2560 by 1440. Now let's go ahead and open the box and see what comes inside. Now when we open the box, we can see that the first thing that we see is a dual link DVI cable. It's great that they provide this because you definitely need a dual link DVI to get that full resolution. Now after that, we can see that we have a power supply for the monitor. Now one thing to note is that if you're using this in North America is that the box does not come with the standard 3-prong North American jack. And as you can see over here, it only comes with the Korean power cable. Now this is really not a big deal. You can find tons of these power cables just lying around the house. They probably cost less than $2 if you buy them online. And they're basically the same cables that you use to connect a fax to the wall or some kind of printer, or it's the exact same cable that you would use when connecting the power to your power supply on your computer. Next, we can take a look at the pedestal. As you can see, the pedestal is quite small on the unit. Even though the monitor is quite a decent size of 27-inch, it definitely has a compact pedestal. And basically mounting this pedestal to the monitor is really easy. It comes with 2 screws. You just use a Phillips head screwdriver, and it's pretty straightforward. Next, we have the manual and some warranty information. Okay, now we have the pedestal mounted to the monitor. Let's see how this thing looks. We'll just take off this protective foam covering, take off the plastic that protects the screen, and there is the 27-inch Shimian monitor. Now looking at the monitor, I do have to say that the design is quite nice. It doesn't have the edge-to-edge glass design as the Apple Cinema display. The screen is indented around the bezel. There is this pure white trim all around the monitor, and overall the design is quite minimalistic, and you really can't fault it too much. This monitor, of course, is LED backlit, so it doesn't have a standard CFL backlit. So it's going to be better in terms of power efficiency. It's going to give you a pretty decent static and dynamic contrast ratio, as well as having a pretty thin profile for a 27-inch monitor. Now the display itself is an IPS display, meaning that you can pretty much view it at almost any angle without any major color shifts or any brightness changes. And currently this feature is really only available on higher end monitors. Now of course, one of the biggest reasons why I got this monitor and why many people are discovering this monitor is its amazing resolution of 2560 by 1440. And really what's even more amazing is the price itself. It's basically under $300 shipped. Now both of the monitors that I have no problems whatsoever. They produce some really amazing colors. There's no dead pixels that we have discovered yet, and we've been using and inspecting these monitors for quite some days now and have found no issues whatsoever. Now the real interesting thing is basically even if these monitors were $500 to $600, they'd still be much better than most things out there in terms of price. Now currently you can buy 27-inch monitors with this kind of resolution from Dell and Samsung, but both of those types of monitors generally go for $800 and higher. And as most people know, if you want the Apple Cinema display, you basically have to fork over $1,000 for it. Now of course I should point out as one of the reasons why you get a very competitive price on these monitors is that they are B selections, meaning that they didn't quite meet up Apple's specifications or whoever the main manufacturer's specification in terms of the specific criteria and parameters that the monitors have to live up to in order to sell the product by a specific company. For example, this may mean that the color accuracy of the panel might not be fully up to spec or up to recommendations for Apple's Cinema displays, so the manufacturer then has to bin the product, marking it as rejected or not quite up to specification. Now keep in mind, these monitors are still perfectly good products. They still perform really well in terms of most of their parameters, but they're not 100% to the vendor's specifications. Now what can happen is third-party manufacturers such as Shimian can come in and buy these panels, package them in their own casing, and sell them at a discounted price. Now, some of you might be worried that you're actually buying a defective product, and really at the end of the day, they are the same thing as the brand new Apple Cinema displays. They just don't meet up to 100% specification, but in most likelihood, they're going to last just as long and perform relatively closely to the Apple Cinema display. But of course, the choice is yours. The Cinema display from Apple is really a fantastic monitor. It has a great design and finish. But if the main thing for you in a monitor is the actual display itself and a crazy price tag, I would highly suggest taking a look at these monitors. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any questions about anything I talked about in this video, please leave a comment down below and make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And take care. Thanks for watching. Hi everyone, this is Watt from the MW Technology channel, and in this video we're doing a quick look and unboxing the 4.2-inch Samsung Galaxy